ouvert. I'm the founder of Integrity Watch Afghanistan, which is an Afghan NGO that I set up in 2006 and that has been working on community-based monitoring of, in particular, of aid. It's about roads, schools, infrastructure in general. It can be about services. The major problem that we faced was the fact that communities were actually witnessing problems on projects. The people were a bit left behind. They were the recipients, but they were abstract. They didn't really have a voice. The methodology to do the monitoring was very clear. We had to gather evidence, objective evidence of wrongdoing. You need to get documents about what was supposed to be delivered. And we started to do that work in Jabul Saraj, which is a small city out of Kabul. And in this city, we started to recreate hope on people's by the fact that they started to become active, and they saw changes through their action in improving the way public services were delivered, the way donors or other agencies of the state were actually interacting with them, and they started to regain a citizen position in the society, which was normally the objective of the reconstruction process, but very few projects are actually trying to tackle that point in Afghanistan. We elected in the community people that were in charge of checking the quality of the aid projects that were chosen by the community. They took pictures, they took interviews with the workers, and we were able to actually bring up the voices of people to get access to that information that was key for them in order to be able to monitor the project in a tangible manner. The process of what we do is that you identify a public good, you identify a way to create public pressure around that good that is tangible for the people, and that's how you change things. And that's where open data is interesting, because it's about the public good that you get the data. It's just not open information is not enough. If you add the people view on it, you have really something that is very solid and that actually be a trigger of change, can influence politics. It's an open democracy that you create, but that is alive. An example, for example, is a school that was built with bad bricks. People realized it, asked for the entrepreneur to change the bricks, and it didn't happen. But because we were there and the people had the trust through the process that we have, they started to mobilize the village. The village made a sitting around the school, and they said, you, the company, you cannot continue the job until you change the brick. So we had pictures, we had the document we could get. We knew it was a UNICEF school at that moment. We knew there were insufficient quality of work. And the company got real pressure, and they changed the brick. And now everybody is happy of that change, and the company got credit. The people saw that they had power, and we solved the problem that otherwise would have never been detected. We've been monitoring 700 projects since 2007. We've trained about 1,700 persons, and those projects were considered to be the public good of more than 300,000 persons. And we were able to actually fight corruption in the infrastructure systems that were rebuilt by improving the quality of the project, at least to the satisfaction of the communities. This created precedents in the mind of the people, in their capacity to actually change things on actors that for them were actually before that unreachable. My impression today is that we are using 19th century tools of democracy. They are good, but they are 19th century. What we need now is tools that will allow every person to actually interact and really be able to be like an ecosystem to generate better information, better governance, to exert pressure where it is necessary. When I started, I went to Afghanistan, and I thought there that I would help. Actually, Afghanistan helped me, because now it brings me new approach to be brought to the West. And so somehow I would say that the third world is like a third way out of what we now have to improve our environment. And I really hope into that. And that we're going to make it with the open access to data, to information, and with people at the center of that. So let's go for the third way.